Well, great game. I'm glad it was on national TV. I'm glad a lot of people got to see those players down there and how hard they play and how much heart we have. So I really want to commend our team for that comeback and really playing hard all night. Secondly, I want to say it's clear and obvious why Missouri came in 17-3. They can really pitch, play really good defense, take tough at bats, and so hats off to Missouri as well. Questions?
Start on your left column.
Mark, you talked about the veteranness of this team all year. What can you say about Caleb and Frenchie coming through in those moments as older guys?
We needed at-bats. We were running out of outs, and we just needed guys getting on base, and that's what we told them. Just find ways to get on base, fight pitches off, and they did that. And again, if you just keep doing it and you're doing it, it's a 27-out game. It's such a cliche, but it's so true that you have to get 27 outs, and somebody has to get 27 outs against you. And we just kept battling. These are older guys that care about winning and know how to win. And we just did enough tonight. We just did it barely enough.
First, is there an update on Wilma Gillis?
Yeah, he got an X-ray tonight, and I don't think we're ready to announce anything quite yet, out of respect to him and our team. But we'll have that for you tomorrow, probably first thing.
Okay, and how much you talked a lot about hitting with two strikes, about battling, about passing the baton on offense this year. I guess what does it say about the team to be able to kind of do all those things in such a big moment tonight in the ninth inning?
Well, both teams still struck out a lot tonight, so I don't want to act like, man, we only struck out twice because we're such good two-strike hitters. But in big moments, you have to try to fight. And look, if you look at the big leagues, strikeouts and home runs are up. And now if you look at college baseball, everything that comes into college baseball filters down from the big leagues. You're seeing a lot of home runs, and you're seeing strikeouts go up. I think because of hitting approaches, across the country, but also because pitchers are getting so good and the stuff is so electric, especially on a Friday night in the SEC. We just battled. That's what you do. You just battle, and you hope that at some point a ball finds a hole, a ball bloops in. If you give yourself a chance, you have a chance.
Obviously, Luke Mann gave you guys some problems tonight.
You think?
Just what is it about him that makes him so tough to pitch to?
Well, he's a fifth-year guy. He's a good left-handed hitter. He's seen a lot of pitches over the years. He's taken a lot of at-bats. And he got us good last year too. So we've got to figure something out with him because he's been a Gamecock killer. Now Austin Williamson did a great job in his last at bat against him, the freshman. I thought Austin did a tremendous job giving us a chance, and one of the big outs he got was Mann there in the last inning. So Austin struck out 3 in his one inning of work, and I think that was huge. But again, I think getting Mann out there was something we desperately needed.
Tonight and also the opener against Georgia, you've had to make a lot of moves on the mound, pinch hit appearances, defensive.
It's like a big chess game, huh?
It's
fun and not fun at the same time, John. I can tell you that.
Do you feel like you've relied a little bit more on the data and what it's told you, or just kind of your feel and your eyes and what you've seen in these games? Yeah,
good question. I'd say both. French tonight was a gut feel. Braswell at the end, I think we know he's our best contact guy in that moment where he can put the ball in play and give you a chance. French tonight, it was right on right, so there was no data that said French should be the guy there. But sometimes you just have to trust your gut, and I think that kid's a winner, and he gives you a chance there.
Coach, you mentioned Braswell and French. What's it like to be able to turn to two guys who have been there before, come through in the clutch, have those guys be able to come off the bench in key spots like that?
It's important. These guys have started a lot of games, and so when you can bring your second line in, so to speak, and they have a lot of experience, you have a better chance of them sparking your team, and that's exactly what they did. They've been in those moments as starters in their careers, and so when you get to give those guys an opportunity like that, you feel like you have a little bit better chance than if it's an inexperienced guy.
I guess French gets pinch run there for the ninth, and that moment where he kind of gets mobbed by his teammates. What's that say maybe about Frenchie and the kind of guy he is?
These guys all love each other, I can tell you. That's, again, we're talking about coaching cliches, but this team really does enjoy each other. They have each other's back, and there's a lot of guys when somebody does well that they're just so happy for, because we have a lot of frontline guys, and you know who our starters are, and you know, you kind of know who our main pitchers are. So when those secondary guys get chances, their teammates just are really happy for them because they're good teammates and they're supportive. And this is a team that really truly enjoys each other, and that's special. You don't get that all the time, and we have that.
Not to bring it down after that, but with Will Sanders tonight, what did you kind of see from him? What was off, and is there anything you can even do about that or say to him with such a quick turnaround before his next start?
Yeah, I mean, 6 walks tonight for him in 3 innings is just so uncharacteristic of him, and we just got to go to work. You know, him, Coach Parker, me, a very small amount, because I trust Coach Parker with the pitchers a lot, and so he just has to get back to work. I can't tell you the last time he struck out 6 or he walked 6 guys in 3 innings. I don't know that he ever has done that. So, look, he's just in a little bit of a lull right now, and so we've got to figure out how we can help him get out of that. Because I promise you, he'll work to get out of it. He wants to get out of it. Nobody wants to be good and help this team as much as Will Sanders. So we're going to support him. We're going to have his back, and we're going to continue to try to find what helps him and what sparks him to get back to the guy we all know he is.
What made you want to go to Becker there in the 8th, and then what made you want to go to Williamson in the 9th, and did he do more to earn himself some additional time?
Yeah, on Becker, I'd say the key ingredient there was that Mann was coming up again, and he had the 2 hit homers against the righties, and we wanted to try to give him a look, and that backfired. But sometimes you got to tip your cap to a hot hitter that's talented. We could have thrown anybody up there, most of that game, and he was going to do what he did. But that was the main reason behind Becker going in there, and he had been good earlier in the week, I thought, over in Charlotte. And then, Williamson, I mean, he keeps answering the bell when we give him opportunities. He's been doing very well. So he's a guy who I think his role will grow because he deserves it.
Any other questions for Coach?
All right. I'm sorry?
Can Hicks come back in this weekend?
He threw 52 pitches. My guess is maybe for an inning on Sunday. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.